Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. It's very cold. I need some ales to warm me up. I do have one dark, but the other one's hazy. So I'm going to start off with the hazy. It is by Bojak Brewing. Not sure if I've had any of their beers on the channel, maybe one. But yeah, they're out of Dandenong, so southeast Melbourne. This is called SANCTUM. It's a hazy IPA at 6.5%. They're one of those breweries. They've been around for a little while now, like a family-operated brewery. Yeah, sort of in a quieter area, Dandenong. You see them at festivals every now and then. I went there when they'd first opened, and they just had a couple of sort of core range beers and pizza, and it was really good. I don't know if the venue's still the same as what it was. It's too far from where I live, so I just haven't got a chance to get back there. But yeah, every now and then they'll bring out a beer and it's a real hitter. I think they've probably gone through different staff and trying to find their feet and that, so they just haven't sort of got the consistency yet. But yeah, this one is Mosaic, Eclipse, and Citra. I really enjoy Eclipse when I've had it. So yeah, it's an Aussie hop, relatively new. It's got a real sort of sweet citrus characteristic to it. So I've got my Carwin Cellars glass. It's a little bit dirty, but oh well. And yeah, starting a bit later tonight. I had an afternoon nap again. Been very tired, but I think just getting up so early in the morning, it's hard to sort of stay up till like normal time. So I'm getting up at 3 a.m. every day. So you get to mid afternoon and you just crash. So yeah, the old Arvo nap, recharge the batteries, and then have some dinner and a couple of beers, and then go to bed again. Cheers to the chat. We have Adam. Yeah, wasn't too bad. Tomorrow's meant to be sort of fairly cruisy, and then we've got that seminar thing on Friday, which it'll be shit, but it only goes for half the day, and we get paid for a full day. So happy about that. Cheers, Evie. Cheers, Steve. Yes. I actually had a kebab for dinner. I was going to cook up like just like a satay chicken, but yeah, I just couldn't be bothered. Just too tired. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get some takeaway tonight. But yeah, it was a big kebab from the local sort of Turkish place. Pretty nice. Chicken burger. Yeah, boy. I've got that jumper here somewhere. I've got a sweater and it's got chicken burger on it. So good. Anyway, let's get into this beer. I'm hoping it's a banger. I just remember I had one hazy from these guys that absolutely blew me away. And I was like, wow, these guys have really improved. And then I tried a few others since that and they just weren't the same. This one looks good. I must admit, it looks very good. In the camera, it looks a little bit dark, but it's actually like a real bright orange. That looks awesome. So it's probably like medium to full body. It's got a big foamy head on it that looks like really class. Like, yeah. I would say cloudy to hazy appearance, light carbonation. Yeah, as I said, like medium orange, probably really bright. Let's go with. Oh, juicy citrus. So that's what I love about Eclipse. You get that real sweet, like mandarin and orange. It needs to be utilized more. I dare say, like it's an Aussie hop and it's so good, but they must just not have huge crops of it because you don't see it very often. Yes. Chicken burger. That's the artwork, Evie. Pretty basic. The inner sanctum just means like the brain's trust, the core of like something, doesn't it? Like if you're referring to like the inner sanctum of like a sporting club, it'd be like the board or like management in a company or whatever. And yeah, that's their logo there. So it's funny because they're in Dandenong. Dandenong's really rough, but they're sort of, I think they're sort of on the side of it that's not too bad. I just remember when I went there, it was a real. I walked there from the train station. It was real sketchy around the train station, but as I was walking towards the brewery, it sort of got nicer, and it was like a real sort of residential area with like sporting grounds and stuff around. Velvet King Stout. No. Is it something that's like readily available? I just remember when I went to the brewery, I tried every beer they had on tap. I think they had about maybe six at the time. And then I had a pizza. And they had all this awesome, like, sort of like graffiti artwork on like a feature wall in the brewery. It looked really cool. Anyway, let's have a whiff. I get some pine. Yes. This beer might really hit the spot. So yeah, sweet citrus, maybe a little touch of like tropical fruit, piney, grassy, like a biscuity base. There may even be like a little sort of berry touch to it. But yeah, it smells really good. Like quite complex, fairly sweet. Let's get in there. You'll be happy with the next beer I'm doing, Adam. An English brown ale. Cheers. Quite tasty. Definitely a berry touch to it. I sort of get like strawberry and blueberry. It almost tastes like it's got strata in it. The citrus isn't as like profound as it was on the nose. It's still there, but there's a little bit of pith as well as sweetness. Maybe some stone fruit on the palate, like a touch of apricot. Pretty soft mouthfeel. Yeah, carbonation's pretty light. It's solid. It's not like mind blowing, but it's good. Good hazy. I feel like it was. I feel like on the nose it's better. Like I sort of once I had a sip, it wasn't quite as good as what it was on the nose. Oh no, would have been good to watch though. I see in Brum there's like a truck getting around or a van or something that's pulling a trailer and it's got like footage of Aussie like singing live and stuff. It's pretty cool. One of my workmates, she's like an older lady. She's from Brum originally, So we're having a big chat about Aussie today. Saying how we were so happy that we went and seen the End tour when like it was their last tour they did of the world, and Ozzy's voice was actually really good for that, whereas the tour they did before that, his voice was fucked and they sounded shit. Cheers, brother. Welcome in. There would have been a shitload of people there. And real good. What would you recommend it? I might have to get one. See, I don't really see their beers very often. I just I was just doing a mixed like box from Carwin, and yeah, they had a couple of Bojak beers, so I was like, fuck it, I'll give them a go. I need to get over to that other side of Melbourne again and do some of those breweries. I want to go. I haven't been to Kaiju. I want to check that out. I wouldn't mind going to Brick Lane again because quite often when you go to the brewery, they'll have like some rare sort of limited release stuff. Um, yeah, I'm always keen to check out like Boat Rocker and Banks and that, but I went there recently with Adam. Yeah. So yeah, this one is 6.5%. Drinks around that mark. Pretty yeah, as I said, solid beer. I think it just on the nose it promised so much. It's still decent, but yeah, just the sort of flavour notes just aren't as like punchy and in your face. Cheers, Joey. I'd hope I have 2 feet. Happy feet. Won't be long and the NFL season will start. I had someone at work say to me today, "Are you a Vikings fan?" No shit. I just wear the hoodie and the hat just for nearly every day to work, just for shits and giggles. And then I replied with, "What team do you follow?" And of course, the Chiefs, like everyone else. Back in the day, everyone was a Patriots fan. Now they're all Chiefs fans. Cool. Yes. Let's pour some more, shall we? So yeah, she's fucking freezing again tonight. Bandwagon teams, exactly. It's like back in the day, they all would have went for like I don't know the Packers when they were doing well, and no one's going to go for Carolina. My little dog is sitting behind me on the recliner, and it's normally where the big dog sits. And the the big dog didn't realise he was there, and he went to get up in his usual spot. And then Jackie fired up and goes, "Get the fuck away!" Yeah, that's cool. The footage from Oasis gigs, I can't wait to go. It's going to be so sick. Yeah, so Angus is the Labrador that's always sitting behind me, the gold boy. He's the older one, and then Jack's the little crossbreed. He's normally he's the one that sort of every now and then peers up here and you see his head. But yeah, Angus is always comfortably sitting behind me, and now Jack's sort of taking his spot. So he's looking at me like, what the fuck do I do now? Cheers, Lee. Good to see you, mate. Good glass, this one. So you quite often when you go to Carwood and have a sesh, even if you're only having small pours, you get a glass sort of like this. I think this one they had like a Carwin forward hops pack, and I remember I got this in a forward hops glass. Both pretty similar. Yeah, they're good boys. I just can't believe Angus is still going. He's like way older than the expected life of a dog like he is. And he's just like skin and bone now. He just can't put weight on. And yeah, he's like an energizer battery, just keeps going. He still like runs and walks with no drama and eats and drinks and doesn't look like he's in pain at all. But the only time he looks like he's struggling is if he's been asleep for a while and he gets up and he has that little sort of hip movement, like he's got a bit of arthritis. But yeah, the fact that he's just so lean, I feel like he's probably got something pretty bad going on. But until he shows any discomfort, just let him be. He's like 15 or so. The average age for a Labrador is like 10 to 14. And I think Jack's nearly 10. Jack's like a crossbreed. He's got about 4 different breeds in him. He's mainly like curly retriever, border collie, and kelpie. But it's weird because he looks like a German pointer. It's very confusing. Big night. Why is it a big night? It's a quiet night. 2 quiet beers in a cold lounge room. How are you, Joshy? I'm having a beer from Dandenong. Yeah, he has lived a good life. He certainly, I feel like he lived a better life though in my hometown because I live near the beach. We used to take him to the beach all the time. Then I moved to a town that's inland and it's not the same. It's going to be a sad day when he goes, but yeah, there'll be a bit more freedom for Jack. I feel like when I've only got one dog, it's a lot easier too to do shit. Like I want to be able to take. I've always wanted to live a life where you could just go for a stroll and take dogs to like the brewery and that sort of thing, like different breweries. But when you got 2 dogs, it's too hard. Like one will start fighting and then they'll set them both off, or like yeah, it's just too hard trying to control 2 dogs. But if you've just got the one, it's easy. So I feel like once Angus passes, I'll probably do a few trips to the city with Jack because he hasn't got to experience that sort of stuff as much as Angus did back in the day. I used to take Angus. I'd drive all the way to Melbourne and take Angus to like Albert Park and yeah, St Kilda, and it's pretty cool. Yeah. It's sad that like they don't live the life we do. Yeah, that would be a bit odd. Yeah, should see mine in the water. I've got footage of him on a bodyboard, like holding on to the board, looking out to the like behind him. He looks like he's waiting for the next set to roll in. Such a good photo. Cool. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely stopped me from traveling the last like sort of decade. I've still been able to do like sort of smaller interstate trips, but yeah, I'm going well, dude. Same old, just working, waiting for the weekend to come. As the song says, everybody's working for the weekend. That's me every week. Yeah, I sort of don't. The one thing that sucks when you're just going to work every day and just in the on the on the Ferris wheel like a mouse. If you got something to look forward to, it makes it a lot easier. Like if you've got a holiday booked or something coming up, but when you don't, so at the moment, the only things I've sort of got coming up that I'm looking forward to is like a beer festival at the end of the month, and then I've got Metallica and Oasis in November. So I'm obviously looking forward to them, but I need to like I feel like I need to plan a holiday. Then I've just got something to sort of work towards and look forward to. Otherwise, I don't know, you just feel like you get stuck in a rut, lack motivation. It's very hard getting up at fucking 3 a.m. every day. Yeah. I feel better. Yeah, pretty good. Certainly a lot better than like the like suburban area of Melbourne and stuff. Um, but yeah, the main like beach in the heart of towns, it's okay. It's nothing special. But then you sort of go to other beaches, sort of on the outskirts, and they're good, but they're probably too rough to just like people to swim. Good for surfing and stuff, but yeah, you've got to be a pretty decent swimmer. Pretty rough and choppy. But yeah, it's hard to go when it comes to beaches. It's sort of hard to go past like Torquay area and those sort of places. Victoria's beaches aren't anything special. It's just sort of, I think, just it's so rough down here. That's why it's a good surf coast. Tasmania has some fucking picturesque beaches. Yeah, that'd be awesome. They'd be due for a new album, wouldn't they? Feel like they haven't had any new music for a while. Good old easy beats. Yeah, the last gig I went to, King of Corn, was Parkway Drive at the Sydney Opera House. It's fucking awesome. Yeah. I'm sort of at that stage with kids at breweries now. I'm sick of it. At first, I didn't mind it, but when you go to a brewery and it's packed and all you want to do is sit down and have a beer and enjoy yourself, and you got all these kids taking up spots, it's like, and they're fucking screaming and carrying on. It's just like, this is like a drinking establishment. Take them, go home, go somewhere else. There are always families where it's like I don't know, They're not even really into the beer. They go to a brewery and they're there eating some meal and having a wine. It's like, surely you can go do that somewhere else. Yeah. I was telling the story today on Drew's stream how I knew a guy. We are talking about camping, and Whiskey Scout said something about how they went camping and one of his mates like opened up his tent and it had mice in it, and there was mice poo everywhere and they chewed through the roof of the tent. And I was saying how one of my mates, he just packed up all his camping gear and set off, and when he unpacked his tent at the destination, it had a huge snake in there. That'd fucking scare the shit out of you. Yeah, Torquay's pretty cool. I just like the relaxed vibe of Torquay, but it is sort of getting a little ruined by rich city people sort of buying properties there. Yeah, it's pretty cool how the lead, what's his name? Is it Maynard? How he's got his own like ranch with a winery. He loves his wine and produces his own shit. That's pretty cool. Yeah, good old Byron. So weird that one of the biggest metalcore bands is from a like Byron Bay of all places. Yeah, exactly. It's not bad if it's like a cruisy little brewery that's never like packed. So like it's sort of a quieter brewery and smaller, and I don't mind that too much because it's sort of got that family feel to it. But I hate when you go to like a brewery where it's sort of all about the beer and there's heaps of people wanting to get seats and that, and you can't sit down because you got all these families there with like fucking 10 kids. Yeah, definitely. And another thing that pisses me off is when you'll travel around and go to breweries and then one of them will be closed due to a private function. It's like if you're gonna have a brewery and you're gonna have private functions, don't close the whole fucking brewery. Have a section where people, if they show up, they can still sit down and have a beer, especially if they've travelled for it. Yeah. Just to survive these days, most breweries have like eating, so yeah, that's why families are sort of normally involved. Yeah. Howdy, Paul. Yeah. Yeah, I remember I to go to this brewery once. I travelled all the way to Melbourne. I got on a train out to like northern suburbs. Then I had to get on a bus. Then I had to walk about 3 kilometres. Got to the brewery and it was closed for a private function. I was like fucking livid. Couldn't even go in there to get takeaways or anything. So yeah, I like wrote a real stern like email to them. Because like on the website and that it just said open 10 till 5 or whatever. So if you're gonna have shit like that, at least advertise it on social media. Yeah. Have you got any feed? Have you got any food that's gluten free? It's always those types. I mean, nothing against people that, yeah, gluten free, but I feel like there's a lot of people out there that just fucking, I think they like to just join a fad. The thing now that I see on social media all the time, and I'm sick of seeing it, is girls drinking that matcha or whatever it is, that green drink. It's like, oh, why is it girls like just copy every other girl? Why can't they have their own thing? They're like sheep. I'm just gonna get a matcha in my Kathmandu jacket and my white Air Force Ones. Jesus, that's bad. What's there? People bloody jumping off the lighthouse cliffs or something. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how in Europe you can get like some of the places have like beers in McDonald's and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like there's people out there that, yeah, like legit can't have certain stuff, but then there's a lot, like, as in, I think they just do it to be trendy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sheep. Like you'll see, it's like that. I don't know if you've seen all the young girls now wearing that White Fox brand. I remember at work, I seen one girl wearing White Fox, like they're real bright coloured hoodies, sort of like hoodies that surfer girls would wear. And I seen one girl wearing one a couple of years ago, and then all of a sudden, about fucking 50% of the young girls at work have all got the same hoodies on. Oh yeah, where's that at? Yep. The only somewhat allergy I have is I get like real weird around certain cats. I'll get like the itchy eyes and start sneezing, and like I've got real severe hay fever or something. But it's, yeah, it's just like some cats it sets me off, and then others it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I've done that before. I love how, yeah, in Thailand and that, just roll up to a 7-Eleven on a motorbike and grab a bloody beer and then just take off on the bike and drinking the beer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Classic example. Yep. And another one, Crocs. Crocs with all the little bloody pin things on them. Yeah. Condolences. Yeah, the old sport mode. I'll never forget though, like one of my housemates that I had years ago. He was wearing Crocs when everyone used to pay out on him. Everyone's like, "Geez, those shoes look shit." Like, he'd mainly wear them like going fishing and that sort of stuff. And then now it's like everyone's got them. Yeah, yeah. It's like you see a girl wearing like yeah those sort of pants, even if it's just casual wear and that. I think every guy sort of likes them. Cheers, dude. Thanks for chiming in. It's one thing I hate is button-up jeans. Just give me the fly. I need that quick release. Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, guys, I better wrap this one up and I'll start a new one. So, yeah, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, go for it. Um, thoughts on the beer? Solid. Yeah, it's like on the nose. I thought, oh, hello, this one might be another banger. I mean, it's good. It's just, yeah, nothing mind blowing. I'd probably rate it about a 4.2 out of 5. Still pretty decent. It's like, yeah, citrus and stone fruit and a touch of pine, like a light sort of biscuity malt. Pretty soft mouthfeel. It's a sort of hazy, yeah. If you're getting someone into craft beer for the first time, it's a sort of hazy to give to someone and go, here you go, try this bad boy. The other side of the tracks. Cheers, Lee. So yeah, I'll be doing another one. I'm going to do a English brown ale. It's from a little country town, sort of north of Melbourne. I'll be doing that probably in about 5-10 minutes. So look out for that one. But yeah, thanks everyone for chiming in, and we will see you again shortly. Cheers, peeps.